Hi everyone. For today's activity, we're going to be playing one of our favorite PE games, flag tag. Now, usually we're playing in a big setting with lots of players, but under the current circumstances, we're going to be limited to either being inside or possibly out on your own lawn with just the people that are in your house currently. So I'm just going to be playing today one-on-one versus Mrs. B, who is the only other person in my house with me. Now, to play flag tag, since most of you are not going to have flags at home, you can play with some items that you have around the house. You can use something like a bandana, or what most everyone's going to have are some nice long socks like this. So I'm going to be on the blue team, and Mrs. B is going to be the red team. She's already got her socks ready to go, so I'm going to show you how to put those on real quick. All you have to do is just take the top end and put it right into the top of your shorts or your pants for one side. And if you want to play with one flag, you can do that. With two flags, just put it on the other side. And if you even want to add a third flag, like most of our flag belts at school, you can put a third flag right along your gluteus maximus here, and that way you would have a third flag. Now, for a small area like this, I think two flags are going to be adequate and challenging enough. So, to start the game, we're going to each go to one side. Now, remember, the rules for flag tag are pretty simple. What we're trying to do is eliminate the other player by pulling their flag off. If you pull their flag off, you win the game, and they lose. Now, the other rules that we play with at my school are we emphasize balance and making sure that we're staying in boundaries. So our boundaries are going to be just this area rug. If we go off onto the wood flooring, that means that we lost because we have to stay within the boundaries while we're trying to avoid our opponent and pull their flag off. The other way you can be eliminated is if you fall on the ground. Now that's less likely here because we don't have a lot of space, but in a class setting with lots of people around, we always want to make sure we're keeping our balance and staying on our feet. So we're all ready to go here. Very simple. We're each going to go to our side. Now if you have a slightly larger area and you would add a third person, like maybe you have a brother and a sister who all want to play, we put the bucket there so you could see where a third person would stand. That way no one is starting right next to each other. We're going to let Mrs. B tell us when to go. And once she says go, we're each going to go onto the playing area, our little area rug here, and try to eliminate the other player. We'll go until one person has been eliminated. All right, we're ready to go when Miss B says go.
Go.
All right, here we go. So we're going to try and grab their flag. All right, I got Mrs. B's flag on that one, so that means I win that game. End of round one, and we're going to try again. Now remember, you don't have a lot of room to run like you would typically in flag tag, so you're not going to be able to chase or run away, but what you can do is try and move your hips like Mrs. B was trying to do. Move your hips to pull away when they're trying to pull your flag away. That's going to be your best defense when they're trying to pull your flag away. All right, so this time I will say when to go. We both have our flags on and we're ready. Ready, set, go! All right, now that time I got Mrs. B's flag, so I won that one again. And Mrs. B just reminded me of a couple rules that I forgot to go over. Now remember, in flag tag, you're not allowed to knock the other person's hand away. This is not a chance to show your martial arts skills and knock the other hand away. You also can't, we'll do this in slow motion, if Mrs. B is reaching for my flag, you can't grab their hand or knock it away. You're not allowed to touch the other player. So that's a very important rule that I forgot to go over at the top. My students are used to playing the correct way, so I forgot that one. All right, so we'll do one more round. Remember, the only defense is to move your hips and move away from your opponent. You cannot touch the other player. You're only allowed to grab their flags. All right, we're going to try one more. Mrs. B gets to say when to go this time.
Go.
So you reach, and if you miss, you just pull your hand away. This is a better game. We're having a hard time. Ah, I got it. That was a much harder game, but I got that one. So, and as you can see, we're both getting a little out of breath already, which is the great thing about this game. It's a lot of fun. It is going to get your heart rate going and safe when you're playing with just in a nice open area like this. So, have fun. That was flag tag. We'll see you next time, everyone.